Preparing our children for the future, a call to action for parents and educators. Let me ask you something. How many years does the average child spend in school? 12, maybe 13? That's over a decade of their lives. Now imagine this. You spend all those years training for a race. You show up on race day, only to realize you've been preparing for the wrong race entirely. That's exactly what's happening with education today. For years, we've relied on a system designed for a world that no longer exists. The world is evolving faster than ever. AI, automation, and technology are reshaping industries, jobs, and how we live. But here's the problem. Schools are still asking students to memorize facts and regurgitate them for tests. That worked before, but in the future, knowledge alone won't be enough. We need to equip students with future-ready skills, the ones that will help them thrive in a world where artificial intelligence, problem-solving, creative thinking, emotional intelligence, communication, and adaptability are the keys to success. The future demands thinkers, doers, and creators. Students who know how to work with AI and technology as collaborators, not competitors. And the scary part? If we don't make this shift, we risk setting our children up to fail. The economic gap between those with future-ready skills and those without will only grow wider. Jobs are changing, industries are evolving, and if students aren't equipped to continuously learn and adapt, they'll be left behind in a world that won't wait for them. Here's the thing. True intelligence isn't just about getting good grades or scoring well on standardized tests. Real intelligence is the ability to think critically, solve problems creatively, communicate ideas clearly, and understand emotions, both your own and others. It's not just about what you know today, but about your ability to keep learning and applying new knowledge as the world changes. Unfortunately, the current system still rewards short-term memory. How many times have you or your child crammed for a test only to forget everything a week later? That's not learning, that's survival, and it's not preparing students to navigate the challenges of tomorrow's world. The goal of education needs to change. We shouldn't just be preparing students to graduate, we should be preparing them to thrive, to work side by side with technology and AI, to solve complex problems, communicate effectively, think creatively, and navigate a world that's more connected than ever. And teachers, they're more important now than they've ever been. But their roles need to evolve. From instructors delivering content to coaches and facilitators, guiding students through meaningful learning experiences that build practical, future-ready skills. We need classrooms where students aren't just consuming knowledge, but actively creating, collaborating, and experimenting. It's also time to rethink how and where learning happens. Education isn't limited to school hours or confined to a classroom. Learning can and should happen everywhere, online, in communities, through partnerships with companies, and with access to technology that keeps students engaged and curious. Schools must embrace new tools like AI-powered learning platforms and online courses, not as replacements, but as extensions of learning that make education relevant and accessible. We've fallen into the trap of believing that if students just go through the traditional system, they'll be set for life. But the truth is, success isn't about what you know. It's about what you can learn next. It's about being open to continuous growth, relearning old ways, and adapting to new realities. Here's the good news. Change is possible, and it starts with us. As parents, educators, and community leaders, we need to challenge the status quo and build a system that prepares students for the future, not the past. A system that values critical thinking, emotional intelligence, creativity, and lifelong learning. The choice is clear. Do we hold on to outdated methods, or do we take bold steps toward meaningful change? If we choose the latter, we'll give our children the tools they need to not only succeed but shape the future. If we don't, we risk them being left behind in a world that's evolving too quickly for them to catch up. But this is a message of hope, not fear. Together, we can reimagine education to make it what it was always meant to be, an opportunity for every child to unlock their full potential and become the thinkers, creators, and problem solvers of tomorrow. The time to act is now. The world is changing. Let's make sure our children are ready to change with it. Because the future isn't just coming, it's already here. And we owe it to our children to prepare them to meet it head on. Let's rethink education. Let's build a future where learning never stops and where our children thrive in a world of technology, creativity, and humanity. The race has already started. Let's make sure they're ready to run it.